Dude, this is something, man. This is something, man. I can't.
This is something, man.
Something, man.
This is something. This something is man. This is something, man.
You
This
want to
is
keep rhythm the whole time? Or
Man, this is something, man. Holy shit, this is something. This is something, man.
Yeah.
Think we got enough there?
Welcome, episode 45.
We apologize for what James did to the audio last week.
Yeah, it
I should
wasn't
probably
really
check
my
if
fault.
This is on. I
Yeah,
said it was
it
on.
truly wasn't our fault. My fault. Our fault.
No, it was definitely James's fault.
It
but
really
he's just
wasn't.
Gonna pass the
It
ball.
truly wasn't.
He's gonna go. Well, you just said it was fucking fine, which is completely untrue. James is
You
fabricating
can go back
everything.
and listen to the terrible sounding audio we had last episode. I go, hey, are we all
Look how
good? The audio's all good?
disinterested Sam looks already.
Oh, okay.
We
Hey,
barely
Sam.
even started, and
We
Sam's
like
just
your-
like, let
I
me
like
talk
your,
about me.
This is not piquing my interest. That is true.
Well, how about that I like your mustard-colored sweater?
How long have you had gout for?
You have gout?
Yes,
The
I have
King's
gout. I've had
disease.
gout since 2017.
How old are you?
I'm 34.
How long does gout last?
So you got gout
2 weeks.
at 29.
Yeah, I was like, what is this? Like, I shouldn't. My ankle shouldn't hurt this much. And for 3 years, I
Whoa.
went on like a detective journey to find out that I was fat.
It
Wow.
took you that detective.
I like went to an ankle expert in New York, and we were like arguing back and forth for 3 different sessions.
What's
Wow.
an ankle expert?
Just like like a bone expert. I thought I had like a
You know, there's like
Resolve
ear, nose,
tear.
and throat guy, and there's like
Yeah.
teeth guy, and then
Hand,
the
foot,
eye
mouth.
guy,
hand, foot, and mouth.
hand, foot, mouth gout.
Yeah, and her name was Dr. Karen Schneider. I don't know if you guys are in the market for an awesome osteo.
And she was just
product.
like, "You're fat,"
use
and you're like,
Pres-
"No, I'm not."
prednisone?
No, I do not use prednisone. I probably should get on one of those meds because this has been a pain in my butt.
Really?
Pain
Is
in
it
your
hard to
ankle.
Pain
walk?
in my ankle, yeah.
It's been a real pain in your ankle.
I can
You
walk.
walk down the stairs at a 45-degree angle.
That is true, yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's fucked up.
yes. My mobility is affected.
What do you do for a job?
I'm currently unemployed. I'm glad this is being brought up first.
Oh
thing.
yeah. No, where do you live? What's your living situation?
Living situation better than it should be. I live with my wife in a nice apartment in Uptown.
Dude, you got a wife?
Is your wife rich?
That's what's up.
No, we like to say comfortable, Max.
Okay.
Okay,
What
so
does she
she's
do?
comfortable
You got to
enough.
join us in the gentry, Max. You got to learn. You got to learn how we talk.
Do you guys
about
have an
this issue.
attached garage?
We have a what?
Attached garage.
No, we live in an apartment
Oh.
building. But yeah,
Where?
I guess they're in Uptown
Nice.
on the corner of like Hennepin and Lake or something. Or should I
Okay.
even say that here? Oh, whatever.
It doesn't matter. You're one of our listeners, I
Yeah,
think.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure you're one of the 5
Hey,
Did
people.
I
once-
lurk
once-
long
not-
enough for you guys to notice my knee on the phone?
Hey, now that we got that audio right, you know, we're gonna really bump up those.
Yeah, the quality's going to
those
get a lot better
listens.
from now.
Yeah,
Maybe not.
audio files are going to start getting into this because of how crystal clear the generator is.
Yeah,
5
I'm
feet
sure
away.
people will tune in and they're like, God, this sounds like shit. And they tune out and they tell everybody, they're like, hey, this podcast sounds like shit.
I don't think we ever get brought up in anyone's conversation, James.
Probably not, but unless
Why
it's
Sam
with us.
14?
Yeah, is that like a.
I wish I wish you had eased into that more gently. Then again, you cracked it good. Dude, I don't know. There's no fucking reason. Some things you just got to go with.
You
And-
know-
but really, I just didn't want to be Sam Brownstein at every single open mic.
Yeah,
it's
that'd
about
be
Sam
annoying.
Brown? What about Sammy
People would
Brown?
already roll their eyes.
That's so annoying.
They'd hear
That's
Sam-
anti-Semitic. Let's be real.
They'd hear
Okay.
Sam Brownstein, and they'd just roll their eyes and be like, another one. Great. At a fucking open mic.
Exactly.
Dude,
yeah.
what about like
It's
Sammy
even worse than
Nuts?
that. Wait, hold on, wait. I want to hear more suggestions.
Okay,
More- what should my
what about
Sam Almond.
what
Sam
about.
Almond singular.
You should go by Sam Krebs.
Dude, yes.
Sam's real last name.
Yes, take it, dude.
For
Make a
listeners,
website
for
fast.
me at home, Sam Almond's another comedian.
Make a
around here.
website. Me and Max will bully him into taking his last name back. He'll have to pay to get the website back. We all split the dough.
Yes.
Whoa, dude.
Okay, how about, do you make your girlfriend call you Sam 14?
She's my wife. And no,
Whatever. Girlfriend, wife, same thing.
What about Sam 18? So
you
you're
know
legal?
I'm accidentally gonna call your girlfriend your wife because
My
we're,
wife.
We're selfish. We're
What about,
solipsistic
what about
people.
Sam 18? So you're legal.
Again, there's really the only good thing about Sam 14 is that 14 is not a very associative number. 18 is like age of consent.
Oh, sure.
You know, it's like a lot of other things too.
You know, I have the number 14 in my email because I made my email when I was 14.
You should
The
go
rest
by
of it is-
Sam J.
the
you
rest-
know what?
the rest of
You're
it is
right. My
fucking
stage
idiot.
name is terrible.
No. It's like it's
No,
like you know.
Sam
It's just,
14's sick, but you think someone like a little dweeb's gonna come on. I
Interesting.
see the
Say
name
more. Say more.
Sam 14. I think of a little twink like engineer type fella, and then you get on, and you're just like a manic psycho.
Yeah.
And then I go, enjoyable. This is way better than what I
it
thought
feels
was
like the
gonna be.
first thing you're going to say on stage
Thank
is,
you.
yeah, Sam 1 through 13 was already taken.
You know, I did say that at the first open mic
Oh.
where I came on Sam 14.
Oh God.
And you know, I was introed that way several times since, but you know, sometimes you just got to go with shit, bro. I like,
Yeah,
what is
yeah,
it? I'm,
for sure.
You know,
I mean, no one else has numbers in their name,
they should. They should. It's
Well-
so vague and blank. It could be anything.
I guess.
Also, I think it suggests a vague internetiness, which is kind of like my comedy.
What
Although
is
Sam 14
internetiness?
Like just like
You're
a-
just
like it
using
sounds
words
Like,
I don't understand. Did you go to school?
it's internet, but an adjective.
Oh, internetiness.
Yeah, like an internet.
Oh,
It's like not even a word,
Okay, yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
Yeah. Internet humor.
Like it sounds like someone's username,
Yeah.
which I feel like my comedy does kind of have an internet brain rot or like a potent neurodivergence.
yeah.
Yeah.
James, what do you think
Yeah.
of that?
Now you chime in.
What the Sigma? That's my brain rot knowledge.
Yeah, he said neurodivergent.
Although I've seen you Naruto running over the fucking around like the moose or whatever. So
Yeah,
you
I
have
do
a little bit.
Naruto run around the moose.
You did attack Area 51
Yeah.
mentally.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I was there with my boys, you know?
No, he didn't. He'd be too fucking nervous. He'd go, "We're gonna get arrested."
No, I would
We're gonna
be
get
more,
arrested.
I would
I
get
can't
more
do
scared of
this.
getting killed.
What happened with the cops? You were on the phone with the cops for a while.
Yeah, because
there.
you fucking told me to call them. I don't want to talk about it.
I kind of do.
I don't want to talk about it.
That's fine with
So,
me.
Sam 14.
I don't give
Back
a
to me,
fuck.
baby.
Yeah, you ever think about like that's a nice ring. It's just a solid
Jesus,
gold one.
you have
My
nothing
dad
to
has the
say, do
same
you?
one.
You have absolutely nothing up there today.
Well, you know what? I fucking worked outside today, and I'm hot and sweaty. I don't know how you do it every day. You know, just jeans and shit
You just
outside.
tune out. You just go, "This is what I'm doing."
You
Yeah,
are
I
kinda
guess
tough.
that's my
all
problem.
you have to do is you just go, "This is what I'm doing today."
I guess that's my problem because my state of mind that I'm in when I'm working outside in jeans is there's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be something I can say to.
Yeah.
there's got to be something I can do to
Happiness
leave.
Is a warm gun, bang bang.
Dude, I've been listening to the Beatles a
shoot,
lot.
shoot. You what?
I've been listening to the Beatles a lot.
Yeah, I made James listen to the Beatles recently.
I was
What do you
kind of
think
diving into them before that,
You're
but
not
that
a
was
Beatles guy?
nice.
You
No,
seem
no.
like you would
I
be
love
like
how
a Beatles
Sam-
super fan.
Well-
the mic on his stomach.
Well, I
You can
I
just
never
be
I guess
annoying with
I
us.
just never like dove into them that much.
I'll let you guys form a bedrock of frustration and Boeing hanger level organization around this podcast before
Why
I
do you
It's there. We got a lot of whistleblowers getting their head shot off. We're
You
at
got
3
some-
now.
You got a crazy sock game.
Thank you, my bro. Stole it
Yeah.
from my wife. Like my house. I didn't earn it.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
in your apartment.
Yeah, like my apartment. Sorry. Yeah.
Is there attached garage in the apartment?
Yes, it's in the basement.
Nice.
It's heated.
Ooh.
Nice.
All that, bro. We got a pool. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about this for the rest of the podcast.
Dude, can we start doing the podcast at your poolside?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Let's go.
Absolutely. But the pool, you've seen this pool driving by on Lake. I live in the fucking apartment building that has the infinity hot tub that's glass, and it overlooks like an empty lot of homeless people in the tent.
Wow.
That's gotta feel so good just staring down at them.
Yeah,
from
just
that
in a
hot tub.
Speedo with a towel over
I
your
wouldn't call it
shoulder.
good, but it definitely does get some emotions out of me.
Do you wear a shirt in that hot tub where you stare at the
Absolutely
homeless
not.
people?
Absolutely not.
Do you ever wave at them?
They're like waiting for the bus. They're like their torso is like bent over at like a 93-degree angle.
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
don't know if they're really susceptible to my waving or acknowledgement. in
Oh,
that
sure.
regard.
No, they're not there.
Yeah, they're not all there, dog.
They're good. They don't have social security numbers. They're not real people at this point.
And I've had people, I've had comedians come over to my house, and they're like, "At least we're not in the apartment building that has like that hot tub that overlooks the homeless people." And I'm like, "You are in that building." And Ira said that. It was Ira Ford who said this. And I brought Ira down to the pool to show him. I was like, "Here, you are here. Isn't that something?" And he left immediately. He was ashamed. And I brought Billy there too. I brought Billy Seafeld, and he like went in the hot tub, and I didn't go in. I like went somewhere else. And then we were hanging out later. And he's like, "I don't know, man. I was hanging out in that hot tub, and there was all these whole like old homeless people across the street. It made me feel really bad. Has anybody else ever said that before?" Billy, everyone has said that.
Oh God, I don't know. Ah, jeez. Billy's just Morty from Rick and Morty.
He is, especially when you imitate him. If
How-
you imitate him, you can
how,
only do Morty.
Is it like is the hot tub ground level to the
Oh, that
homeless
would
people?
be miserable.
They're just like breathing on the glass.
It's a balcony level second floor,
Okay.
and it juts out from the building. So
Okay.
it really is this like.
So they're
floating
below
cube.
you too.
Yes, they are below me.
Whoa.
Yes.
Is that the Kmart intersection area or that I'm thinking of?
No, there used to be a Target there, but now it's gone.
Oh, I know what apartment building
Oh,
you're talking
that
about. Then.
Target.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. Oh, so as soon as I mentioned the Target, you guys are able to geo.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah.
Lake
But you
Street.
got to think of your homeless people by department stores they hang out at.
Yes, absolutely.
There's the Home Depot homeless. They're a little more brown. There's the Target homeless.
There's also a distinction between the other Targets and
Woolworths,
the
Five and
Quarry
Dime. You
Target
don't
in
want to be near
Northeast.
those people.
no.
They're built different.
Yeah, dude, Kroger homeless. You know
Costco.
that's a meth van that is not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When you get evicted from the meth van, that's when you go to Kroger to be homeless.
Have you ever been homeless?
No, dude, I'm privileged.
Dude, I'm about
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah. You're about
Are
to
you
be?
privileged?
Yes.
Where did you grow up?
Brooklyn Heights.
Brooklyn Heights.
I thought you grew up
Just
in
as
Duluth.
its name suggests. No, I started my comedy life in Duluth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why'd you pick Duluth?
Yeah. Did you move there for comedy, or did you just end up there, start doing
Yeah,
comedy?
just the classic moving to Duluth to start.
Yeah, I was in New York City, and I was like, where do I really have an edge?
yeah.
No, I was in New York with my wife. My wife is a native Duluther, and we lived there for 10 years. We got COVID, and what is the point of living in New York if you are stuck inside all day?
Yeah, yeah.
So we went to Duluth thinking we wouldn't be there long term, and we were there long term. I kind of overstayed my welcome in the in-laws' lake house for 3 fucking years.
yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, it was sick.
They have a lake house on Superior.
Yes.
Oh, so you did come from privilege, both of you. Are your
Yes.
parents loaded?
We
Your
like to
parents
say
have a
comfortable.
house in New York.
We like to say comfortable.
Do your parents have a comfortable
guys are
house
so
in
good
New
at
York?
deflecting.
I need you to absorb this. This is the one thing I need you to talk about. I don't give a fuck about anything else, but don't call my parents rich. We have to mitigate that somehow.
We're comfortable.
You got. Also, you got to remember my parents. My parents, they're both lawyers. They're trial lawyers. They're not like corporate
Yeah,
lawyers.
yeah.
But
Whoa.
also, we live in New York, so even if you are making $500 a year, that's going to get leveled out by any lifestyle choice you make.
Both your parents are lawyers? That
Yes.
was it a strict upbringing?
No, not really. They could be hard asses, but they're actually kind of lenient about a lot of things.
I mean,
Huh.
how hard of an upbringing can you have if you're rich in New York? You know what I mean? Comfortable.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Minus the 9/11 up close. Everything was
Oh.
pretty easy.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know. Mine was pretty traumatic. I watched it on TV. I was like, damn. That was
Yeah.
a lot to go through as a 4th grader.
Yes, indeed. Yes. Just wait till if you ever had the opportunity to smell 9/11, then you would know.
God, if you could
Whoa.
smell, if there's, that would have been kind of neat.
Jet
I
fuel.
still remember that smell. Nah, it's like a burning paper kind of. Not
Human
even
flesh.
no melted steel beam smell. Mostly just like a turgid paper, a toxic paper smell.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you, like the paper plants? Have you ever driven
Yes,
by a
it
paper
smelled
plant?
like a paper.
Oh,
like
really?
a paper town.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
people
yeah.
in the town are like, you smell that? That's the smell of money.
Yeah.
That's what 9/11 smells like.
Well, the small money, yeah.
If you live in
For
a paper
Halliburton.
town-
Smell of 9/11
Yeah.
is the name of the episode.
Yes. Yeah.
James is always thinking ahead. He can't just live in the moment. For him.
I can live in the moment, but I also think ahead.
Can you stop
I
meta
can do
describing
both.
this conversation?
I can do both.
All right. So do we talk about 9/11 now? Do we
So are you
transition
going to
on?
go
No,
back
no,
to New
no,
York
no.
at any point, or are you going to
What?
chill here? Are you going to move back to? Is that a plan, or are you going to chill
I like
here?
it here, dog.
Yeah,
I
dude.
like it here. Also, just like in New York, from a comedy perspective, they just have 1,000 angry crowd workers.
Yeah.
They have 1 million Shylocks.
Yeah.
They just like every
What's a
category.
Shylock?
It's a Hebrew.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was thinking like kind of.
You know what that is, James?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a Hebrew?
Religious person.
Yeah,
exactly.
what?
Person of religion.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is a Jew? Let's ask you.
Well,
the
I
question.
was when you said
What is a Jew to
Sherlock,
you?
I
Yeah.
thought of warlock,
Yeah.
but maybe
yeah.
like a woman. Sure.
A Shylock.
Shylock.
A Shylock. It's
Okay,
from
so
the
maybe
Merchant
a-
of Venice.
A what?
The Shakespeare play, The Merchant of Venice. It's about like a Jewish usurer.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I've never fucking heard of that.
Describe a Jew.
Yeah. What is a Jew?
Well, you're a Jew, right?
yeah, but don't circular it. Like make your own fresh. blank
I
slate.
don't know. I've seen all different kinds of shapes and sizes and personalities of Jews.
Oh my God, I
I
fucking
have.
hate
There's
you.
a bunch of different ones.
What's your least favorite?
Kagan. No, I'm just no, I love Kagan.
All right. This was an interesting.
But if
thought
I had to pick a
experiment.
least favorite, it would be him.
and you had Madoff in there, you had Epstein in there, Kagan.
Of people I don't even know. Yeah. Zach. Yeah, Zach.
Yeah.
No. I love that boy.
Indeed.
You're
Yeah.
too smart.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Why do you know all this stuff?
I love knowledge. I'm weird.
Did you
Also,
go to
what's your
college?
favorite
yeah,
book?
Yeah,
Where'd
that's
you
where I
go?
met my wife. I met my wife at Northwestern University. Go Cats.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Evanston, Illinois.
You get a football scholarship? Why were you there?
Yeah, I'm running that O line so good with my gout, bro. Fucking
Gout at 19.
The Prince's disease, really, not really
King's disease.
Yeah.
Right?
But
Maybe
how did I
some
get in there?
Prince's.
I don't know. I think again privilege. Again privilege.
Comfortability.
Yeah. How do I live here? Why won't I go back to New York? How did you get your wife?
Yeah.
Answer to all that.
How's
is
he
that I
going to
have
win the
unfair
Acme
advantage in
contest
life.
this year?
Yeah.
Privilege.
Yeah, exactly.
How's he going to make the Acme contest rigged this year? Privilege.
I got out in the first round.
Oh, really? I thought you
Yeah.
were in the semis.
You think I'm in the semis?
That's what it said.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No fucking
Their
way.
Instagram post, dude. Let's
No
go.
fucking
You're
way.
in the
You were
semis,
wrong.
bro.
No way.
I think so.
No.
I
James
swear to
is
God I
being
saw your
so.
name in there.
Oh, he's gonna let you down right here.
No, no,
I don't
no.
know either way.
We're announcing the contestants of the week, dude. They've not announced who is making it to the semis yet, have they?
Let me double check. Don't
We got an instant
don't.
disappointment reaction
How about-
video.
how
No,
about,
this is audio
how
only.
about-
That's there for show.
How about don't fret?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Wait, is it?
Acme's
Yeah.
funniest co's
Twice you were like, let's hit the
funniest
camera.
person contest.
I wore this hat for nothing.
Uh,
You were in that stupid hat for nothing.
We never. We did. I did one. We used me and Charlie. I don't know if you ever met Charlie.
Bondus. Oh yeah, Sam 14 right there.
Wait, so I made it?
I think so. It says contestants. Acme's funniest person competition.
Contestants of the.
Of the week, not semifinals. I didn't even win my night. I'm telling you. I blew the light, dude.
It's okay. I won all my nights and I didn't make the finals.
It's okay. I never won my night.
Thank you.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Thank you, guys.
But it would have been good if you would have.
Yeah,
It
it would have been.
would've
It
been
would
so
have.
Sucks that you didn't.
Yeah, it would have been like a fast
It
track.
really sucks that
It would
you
have
didn't.
really. It would have really
all
sped
the-
things
your
up.
gout would have gotten better if you had fucking gone to
No,
the
I think your gout
semifinals.
would be get better if you just left out red meat every once in a while.
I can't help it. It's so good.
It is
You ever
really
had
good.
beef before?
Yeah.
Also, all the fun meats. Shrimp, which is a light protein, very gout-y.
Is it really?
Oh, yes. Yeah, all
Wow.
that shit.
Is it because it's like a seafood?
Yeah, exactly.
I thought it was mainly a drinking thing
So
because
it's
my
like
dad
crab
got
bag?
gout until he stopped drinking, and then the gout went away.
Well, I don't drink very much, but I am eating that motherfucking bacon and eggs and, like, just, like, rich, delicious smoothies.
Dude, I love eggs. They give you gout? They're
You
bad
eat
for
meat
gout?
smoothies. That was what you were implying.
Yes, that is correct.
How do you make a meat smoothie?
Ground beef, baby.
Ground beef,
You need a
eggs.
you need a
then you
again
drink
privilege.
it.
You need a Vitamix blender, $400.
Vitamix
You need a juicer,
A
and then you can-
wife.
yeah, and
A
then you
pool looking over homeless people.
can- yeah, you need to.
Drinking a meat smoothie, staring
need
at a
to
guy
live in a-
overdosing on fentanyl.
Yeah, I got all the Narcan in the world. I can't spare him one. Yeah, that's what it takes to make a meat smoothie.
Did you know that was like a homeless overlook when you guys got the apartment? Or was that like is that why they sweetened the deal a bit? I'm betting you guys got a
I
deal.
used it as a negotiating tactic.
Did you?
This is a fucking eyesore.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys give me a couple months of free parking so I can live with the guilt?
And now you've grown. If it's grown on you.
It's true. It has grown on me.
Do you ever wake up and notice any of them missing? Do you got any names for them without asking their real names?
I do know
Yeah,
them.
you're like,
They
"That's
know
Red
me, and I
Hat."
know them by face. They're members of the community, so I see them all the time.
You
Yeah,
kind
I-
of smirked
I
I
when
mean,
you
they're
said
technically
that.
your neighbors.
What?
Yes, it's true. I did smirk when I said that.
Do you actually consider them members of the community?
I mean, if I see
They
them every
are.
day, yeah,
They're your neighbors.
Yeah, they are my neighbors.
How do you feel about them being your neighbors without paying taxes to help the community?
It's fine, dog. The truth is, they're stinking up the library a little bit.
Dude, they do. I went to a library downtown, and there was a lot of homeless guys in there.
Well,
just
it's the only
charging
place you can
cell
just
phones.
exist for free where there's air conditioning.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
true. I go to the library to go work on the comedy, and I'm writing in this room, and I
Yeah.
just make it through like a legion of like mental illness and homeless depravity,
And that's just the college kids.
and that's just the college kids. Indeed. Yes, yes, indeed.
You go to a library, huh?
Yeah, yes. I go to the library. There's a little dry erase board room, and there's like a little desk, and it's just
Whoa.
and like I have severe ADHD, so like being in like a nice place where it's a blank slate looking kind of room with the dry erase board
Helps.
that really helps me just get
Yeah.
into a joke and just like try and tweak and just
So doing
brute
something like
force a
down
joke.
here would be pretty.
Oh,
pretty
I love
hard.
clutter when I do anything.
Yeah, if I'm alone down here, I could probably conjure up something. But you guys are all in the room and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna be
Oh
able to-
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, write a joke right now.
Boy, I've been married for about a year right now. Isn't that gout?
Fucking A, killed
Sorry,
it.
yeah, thank you.
That's kind
very
of good,
much.
dude.
No, that's good as hell.
This is more of a word association than an actual.
What does gout
thought.
rhyme with? Pout?
It rhymes with a lot of things.
Snout?
It's a funny word.
Bout?
Gout is a great word.
Yeah, some of those comedy words are really funny, and you just can't escape them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think the funniest number is? I think it's 12.
Wow, you really fucking got me in a corner there. Funniest number?
Funniest number is 12.
I feel
think.
there's an answer to this question. I feel like as many syllables you can stuff onto a 2-digit number.
Yeah.
When you're exaggerating something. Why'd you have to say that 47 times? You see how that's funnier? Why'd you say that 30 times?
Sure.
You say 30 too quickly.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we're getting technical.
Now
Or-
we
or like-
Your
like-
fans know this to be an insufferable comedy podcast that's called like Silly Podcast, but then you get into it and it's like, and we're discussing very technically a rule of 3 on this episode.
But it
Just the
also, it
three
also
most
works
serious
backwards.
dudes.
If you have a jar of like 1,000,000 pennies in it, you're like, how many pennies do you think's in here? And someone's like 12. That would be, like the reverse of that.
Yeah, any kind of exaggeration
Yeah.
is going to get me there, and numbers are going to be the way.
I want to blow my brains out right now.
Yeah. You see me trying to placate him with this number shit?
Yeah, he loves numbers. What's
Hey.
the most traumatic thing that's ever happened to you, Sam?
9/11.
In the last 5 years.
Is it actually?
Yeah, definitely not, but 9/11. 9/11 is a great answer.
How old were you then when that happened?
I was like 11
How
years
far
old.
were you from
Whoa.
Very close.
How were you 11 years? I was 11. I was in 4th grade.
You were the
I'm
11. That's why they call
34
it
years
that.
old.
32. You would have been 13.
Okay, so I was
What I've
13.
been.
Yes, that's true.
I don't care.
Very young.
Okay.
Okay, why? Were you close to it?
Yes.
How close?
Pretty
You could smell
close.
it.
Yes, you could
That's
smell
how
it.
close he was.
Yeah, so
He remembers the smell.
yeah, so my little village in Brooklyn is very, very close to Lower Manhattan. So like I was actually closer to 9/11 as the crow flies than a lot of Manhattanites. Yeah. And it's like the wind changes and it's like, oh, what's going on? And then we just get blown in a bunch of like ash and shit. And it was, like,
Damn.
hard to,
Were
like,
you
walk through
at
the streets.
school yet?
Yes, I was at school. I was the kid who looked out the window.
Damn.
People remember me. People come up to me now.
no.
It's been years and years. It's been 20 years, and people are like, "You're the kid that was like, oh my god, the World Trade Center is on fire."
Oh, you alerted everybody.
in my
or
classroom,
were they,
yes.
Or were they
Dude,
like,
I did the same, but from here. I told we walked around and
Sick.
told a teacher would ask what was going on, and I go, my mom said the bad guys hit the towers in New York, and then she flipped on the news and then
and
saw
everyone
9/11
saw it
and
live?
ran
That's
out
crazy.
Yes,
screaming. Yeah,
that's not too.
it's completely the same. It's not different at all.
The beginning of my 9/11 story is very 9/11 is very like New Yorker-y, but then the end of my 9/11 story is the same as everybody else's, where it's like you're in the basement, like how many planes got hijacked, like. Like you go to I watched like Rockstar with Mark Wahlberg the day after.
Whoa.
It's like based on the life of Judas Priest. I know you know what I'm talking about back there. Yeah.
Derek, new sound guy. Let's go.
Derek. Yes, Derek. You're a hero, Derek. Yes. Thank you for making the
Okay,
mix
so
tolerable.
it happens. You alert the class.
Yes.
Walk us through what happened the rest
There's
of that
only
day.
one tower on fire when I say this.
But did you
Okay,
see
so
it?
that's key.
This plane hit live?
No, I'm spacing out, and I'm like, oh my god, I haven't done my homework yet. This is
Okay.
another year of me snowballing procrastination.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm in 7th
You're
grade.
11.
Who's thinking about that at that age?
I remember I was thinking that, and I remember thinking, like, is this really going to be another year of you compounding your late homework assignments and fucking around in school? And I look out the window to space out, and one of the towers is on fire.
Oh my god.
And I was like, oh my god, the tower's on fire. And then we all run to the window, and then the teacher closed the blinds and tried to continue the class for a little bit.
Oh my god.
Damn.
It was science.
Loves their
Seventh
craft.
floor. Yeah, yeah. We were talking about like non-Newtonian fluids there for 10
You
minutes
were
in
not
9/11.
talking about that in fucking 6th grade.
I don't remember what we were talking
Seventh.
about.
Non-Newtonian. I don't like how you know so much shit. It
I don't even know what
bugs
that
me,
is.
Sam.
I was just name dropping it. I don't even know what that is.
You got too
As I can tell you, I was not paying attention because of how it was 9/11, Max.
Yeah. So did you guys like just
Sorry,
continue?
teacher, I can't pay attention right
was
now.
it just
It's
business as
9/11.
usual the rest of the day, or did you go home early?
No, of course not.
She shut the blinds and kept going.
Oh yeah, he shut the blinds for like 10 minutes, and then we like heard the second plane being hit.
Oh,
and so we all run to the
God.
window again, and then we're all just kind of sitting there for a while, and then like an administrator comes in
That's
and
so
takes us to the
crazy.
basement. And like we're a pretty liberal school, but they're like one Christian girl
Yeah.
is like walking around asking to pray for everybody in the basement.
Yeah.
And we're like, how many planes got hijacked? And we don't even know what's going on. And then you go
Jesus.
home.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was that walk home like?
It was brutal, dude.
You didn't walk home, did you?
You cannot. Yes.
Did they just
You had lawyer
did they
parents.
just
didn't
let you
walk
go?
home, did you?
My mom came over
Okay.
from her office, and we walked home.
Wow.
Yeah, it was brutal.
That's crazy.
Yeah, real crazy
How
stuff.
close was her office to the school and the?
Both are close. Home
Wow.
and school and the office all close.
Wow.
Again, privilege.
Great.
Yeah.
So that walk home, how long it take? I'm guessing the streets are pandemonium.
The street. I mean, the streets are like covered in ash, but everyone's just trying to walk to.
Is everyone confused at this point where you're walking, or is it had they fallen at that point?
We know the buildings had definitely not fallen because we went home and we watched the news all day and we went up to the roof and looked at it and the buildings had not fallen. We were wondering if they were, and a lot of us speculated that they would not, and they did.
Wow.
You watched from the roof. Did you watch them fall from the roof?
No. I went. Yeah, some people were at the roof. It's hard to breathe still, even though you're on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
roof.
Jesus.
So we were just sitting there watching TV indoors.
Was there any like after that?
Mm-hmm.
What did your parents go to? Did they just start like panic buying stuff? Was there
Were they pretty chill?
buckle down and figure out what's happened? What happened there?
I feel like they're
there's
smart.
Because
a lot
I
of-
feel like
Probably chill.
my parents, my mom was insane, so she just went and panic bought shit and said that we were going to war,
Yeah.
and we weren't even there. We were in the Midwest when my mom was doing that.
Yes. Yes, that's a very common response that everybody started panic buying the toilet paper or whatever, or people started watching over Mall of America because that's like if someone were to 9/11
Yeah,
Minnesota, it would be the Mall of America. But no, we went to a Unitarian church where we knew our rabbi was, and our rabbi at the time was the chaplain of a fire department. That means he's like the Jewish firefighters, of which
So
I'm
he had
sure
like
there's, a
he had like an
couple.
inside scoop of what was happening.
I should have just let you say that. But yeah, but I'm sure there were a couple Jewish firefighters, and my rabbi was the chaplain of the fire department. So he's done some chaplaining. He's probably prayed over dead firefighters, and he comes back to Brooklyn to this Unitarian church, and we go there, and he's covered in ashes, and he's wearing his like firefighter gear, and he's there with all the priests and stuff, and all the like, like chill Christian like figure leaders, and we're all just kind of like discussing what happened. I can't even remember what was said. But then after that, it was like a lot of like volunteering, and they're
Sure.
like the dogs needed boots, so we like had like my dad was helping the dogs
Oh,
that were helping
man.
finding the dead bodies get the boots, and we also like went we
Privilege again. You
Yeah,
have
privilege.
a guy. You got cobblers in your community.
we
making
had
dog boots.
when you have a rich community, you have custom shoe
Yeah,
cobblers,
there's
like it's
Italian cobblers.
1500s Italy. We had Daniel Day-Lewis method act to make the
To make.
cobbles for the Dobermans.
They-
But-
that's fucking wild, dude.
yeah.
Was your dad jacked when Bin Laden got killed? Because my dad was.
Yes, my dad was jacked. That's a
Okay.
great question. Very specific. And yes, he was jacked. He probably is still a little jacked. Shout
Dude,
out
I
Steven.
remember like being in like middle
Guys, don't even
school.
fucking know.
I don't know
maybe.
if they really did it. I don't know if I buy that shit. They dumped him in an ocean just so they couldn't make a fucking mausoleum for him and pray for
Yeah.
him and shit like that.
I read
Whatever the fuck they do, pray for him. I don't know what
Dude,
Muslim
my dad
people
was
do.
so
Do
happy.
they
He
pray?
woke
Is
me
it
up, he's like,
considered
"We got
prayer?
him,
Is
we
that a
got him."
Christian thing? Is prayer a Christian thing, or is that a every religion
think
thing?
it's in
Every
every
religion
religion.
prays. Yeah, if you're a
Prays.
Muslim, you pray like these are prayer hands when you're a Muslim, but it's the same thing.
Does for Jew prayers?
Yes,
just
it is
fast?
reverse Jew claw. Yeah. That's like a claw. That's a kid claw. Yeah. When you Jew, it's more of a complaining. There's more of like a
Yeah, like a
There's more like a
whiny
disgust.
kind
You
of.
get shake back and forth like James.
kind of go like
thinking.
ugh again and again, and that's how God answers your beck and call. But yeah, good old 9/11. It was weird it was definitely weird for a while. In like after 9/11 in New York City, everybody was walking around hugging each other in the streets.
Oh wow! Like everybody came together, kind of.
Everybody came together, yes. And if you said like I'm from New York and you're outside of New York, someone like gets real silent and they go like, "Dude, fuck that guy." And that was, it was like that for a year.
dude,
Fuck that guy.
Dude, fuck that. They don't even know what to say. Like, dude, fuck that guy. And after about a year in New York of everybody like getting out of cars to like talk to each other and like pat each other on the shoulder or whatever and cry at each other, that it snapped it and everyone went back to being a fucking asshole to each other. And I remember
Wow.
that's what I remember probably the strongest. About a year and a half. looking
Right
at
after the
everybody-
last rubble, a wheelbarrow filled with rubble was picked up, everyone just became a dickhead again.
Yeah. it was
Yeah.
like, fuck
Wow.
you. Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
Good. Crazy shit.
And was it kind of fun though?
It was interesting.
How long
I
did
see what
you-
you're getting at.
How
Yes.
long were you out of school?
1 full day, but then you go back to school, or like 2 full days. You go back to school and you go to class, and I go to this non-parochial private school, and so
Sure,
there's
privilege.
no privilege,
Yeah.
and there's no fucking discussion of like Agamemnon or whatever, or like history or mathematics or anything like that. It's all just 9/11 talk day and night for like
Wow.
a week or two.
Whoa.
Just talking about Mideast geopolitics and like childhood trauma and stuff that we didn't even have a vocabulary for
Yeah.
in the world. We're like, talking
Wow.
about it, yeah.
Did you do a deep dive when you got older on 9/11 and all? Have you read like the Looming Tower or anything like that?
I think I watched Loose Change when it came out.
Yeah, loose change.
I think I watched Loose Change when it came out.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. You were talking about the Bin Laden murder. I did read an interesting article that claimed that it was a behind-the-door deal with Pakistan, where they murdered him in Pakistan, murdered him in private, and the U.S. paid for it a long time ago.
Oh, and then took
Yeah.
credit for it?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Is that facts or is that conspiracy?
It was written by a reputable conspiracy theorist.
Wow.
You can chime in now.
Who? Alex Jones?
He died of kidney failure.
Right, yeah. So Osama bin Laden was on dialysis, which is why it shouldn't have been so hard to catch him because he's 6'2" and he's on dialysis. So that kind of narrows it
He was
down.
on dialysis that whole time they were looking
yes,
for
the
him?
entire time.
Dialysis when he was top 10 for the FBI.
What's dialysis?
It's where you get your blood.
Your blood's getting
pumped
swapped
yeah.
out
Oh,
constantly.
fuck.
Yes.
And he had the kidney shit going on? Is that why he was?
Yes, his kidneys. So he was in a
Wow.
cave getting dialysis while he was running from the government. So he's presumably only traveling around when it's cloudy overhead, so the
Wow.
satellites can't find him.
Do we have to cut this out? Are we going to get whacked?
No, dude, I did my TEDx talk on this.
Okay.
You had a TEDx talk?
It's like a comedy TED.
Yeah.
Sounds hilarious.
It's Sienna and Tommy show.
Oh,
the
right,
presentation thing at Sisyphus?
right.
B-Rex or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, when you said you did your TEDx talk, it made it sound like you were on. You did a TED talk.
What's pissing you off recently, Sam? You look
Oh,
like you seem like you
I'm
got
full of rage.
Yeah, I know.
Last-
What?
last week.
Anything will make
Last week recap rage.
When I got here, they argued for 30 minutes. I just want to say that.
Yeah,
They
James
just
is an idiot.
squabbled for
I'm not
30
an idiot.
fucking-
If James had any just wanted to talk about what I'm talking about, everyone would think he's an idiot.
I'm not an idiot. Confirmed.
Do
It's
you
true.
think he
You,
was-
you do seem like pretty smart or middle of the road. In
Thank
terms of
you.
He's
intelligence.
not smart.
I'm so intelligent. My IQ's off the charts. I
You know how
scored
often
so
he
high
says
in
this?
everything.
You have a pen without a pen protector.
I have a
That's
pen
a demerit.
without
That's a
a
demerit.
pen protector.
Pren protector.
I also
he
Yeah.
keeps calling bestiality beastliality.
You know what?
He's
tomato,
not that
tomato,
smart.
motherfucker. You
You're making it more of an
ad.
adverb. Beastliality.
Yeah,
Beastly.
exactly.
No T.
That's
He
like what-
doesn't. He
that's
doesn't
Kobe
add.
Bryant's,
Oh,
like,
sorry, I don't
motivational.
know how to say. I guess I just don't say it that much because I don't.
Yeah,
fuck
because he
animals.
just says I fuck dogs.
I don't fuck animals, so I guess I don't use
So
that
if
word
you
that
do
much.
fuck
I don't
animals
hang
a
out
lot,
with
you're
people who
saying
fuck
the word
animals.
bestiality more frequently.
He's gonna say it wrong every time though.
Beastliality, is that right?
Yeah.
Was that
yeah.
right? Beast,
Do we say it again?
bestiality,
No.
beastliality.
Yes.
I hate myself. If I ever kill myself, the blood's on your hands.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Well,
make sure I'm
I'll wash 'em
putting
quick.
them-
Yeah,
I got
how
Don
would you guys
upstairs.
kill? How would you guys kill yourselves?
Oh, gee golly.
I'd steal James's pills and swallow the whole bottle.
Yeah, probably OD.
But then you're just gonna focus.
Ah, God, I don't know how.
You'll feel really good before dying.
I don't know. I don't know if this. I think I would just get my stomach pumped, and then I'd have to go to a psych ward for a year if I took a bottle of my pill. You know what I mean?
You could always just say
Yeah,
no
the
to
pill-
the psych ward.
Yeah, the pills method doesn't seem like a very good way.
No. Because it seems like, I mean, depending on what you take, it could be a rough go about it. You know what I mean?
Enough
You'd be- it
pain
could be a lot
pills,
of
I think
pain.
you're good though. You slip away. I just get put down like a dog. I do the needle into the arm, whatever the hell they're putting in there.
And your parents have their hands on like your stomach.
I'm in my favorite blanket,
Your child.
You're getting your ears stroked.
and they're like, "Max, you should have reached out." As I'm killing myself in front of them.
Good.
How about you?
Me? Oh, definitely. I'm too fat for the squirrel suit. So that's a 2-in-1 answer. That's a 2-in-1 answer. So I get the glide suit, I squeeze into it, maybe I tailor
Oh, then it would be chalked up as like an accident, and you'd go to heaven.
Yeah, exactly.
Jewish heaven.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
James.
it's true.
You don't know what Jews are at all.
Yeah, I do.
Do Jews have heaven?
I don't know.
There you go.
I'm just saying, a lot of religions believe that if you kill yourself, you don't get to go to heaven, or whatever the equivalent is.
I think the Torah says, it's fine.
Does it?
I don't know how they feel. I presume killing yourself is a sin.
Okay, so you put on a squirrel suit, knowing it
Presumed.
wouldn't work,
Yeah.
and then you just jump off a building or cliff
Like
or
a plane
or bridge.
So
or
I want to do the
plane.
flying,
Sure,
and then you fly straight into a mountain. It's 200 miles an hour. Like you wake up, feel
sure,
shit.
and just
yeah,
get
Yeah.
destroyed.
Those people are nuts.
yeah, they really are.
I had a ex who used to skydive a ton. Her ex was like a skydive instructor.
Wow.
And
I have
all
a
of
friend
her
who's
friends,
a skydive instructor.
they would do fucking the squirrel suits. Like they would jump out. They jumped out of one of the buildings downtown and did base jumping from there.
Jesus.
And then like they go to Utah every year for like flying squirrel suits and shit like that. It's fucking crazy to me.
Dude, my friend,
And they are nuts people. They're like buying Molly off the internet and taking it at EDM concerts.
Dude,
every
I
fucking
feel like all the
week.
people that like skydive and are adrenaline junkies also do like a bunch of Molly and drugs and stuff. I
Yeah.
feel like that just goes
Yeah.
hand in hand.
And then you tell them
Dude, my
your
friend- my
stand
friend
up and
Brendan-
their eyes light up because that's
Yeah.
the ultimate fear.
Dude, my friend Brendan will get those tightrope walking things and like whip, like he'll like go to like the mountains and like put them in just like walk like no straps or harnesses or it's crazy. People do nut stuff.
Yeah, those people are weird, dog.
Crazy.
Who would
He-
you have? Okay. How are you gonna get the okay to get into a flying squirrel suit? How are you getting on this fucking plane?
Privilege.
Okay, fair.
I know
Well,
a guy
privilege
in
would
this
get
guy,
you a
yeah.
squirrel suit that would fit your big ass, dude.
Yeah, exactly. I just get a bunch of lycra.
You'd be a flying possum, not a flying squirrel.
You
Yeah,
could
I'll
just
kind of more
just have a
flapping for
backpack,
the
say the
windows,
squirrel
that's all.
suit's in the backpack, and then just jump without it. Right? That'd probably.
I want
be
to glide.
Mm.
Also, the military has extra cool like gliding suits that take you further. That can take you miles and miles.
Whoa.
Maybe those are also more durable, so they would also
Maybe
you
you'd
get the
survive
wind
that.
resistance.
Sure.
Not survive, but I'd be
oh.
able to glide before I die.
Sure. Sure. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You gonna have any last words? What would you, even if no one hears them?
Yeah, I'm not too good with the last words.
Yeah,
I love my community.
I love my community.
I'm gonna miss all the homeless guys when I hot tub.
Yep. Yes.
Tell my wife.
In fact,
I
now that
love
you bring
her.
them up, I'm actually kind of pining for them.
Have you used that hot tub?
I've sat in it and just looked out and been like, "What the fuck is going?" There's just an empty lot there in a bus station. Oh, good times, boys. Good times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
nothing better than this.
So wait, if you got, here's my theory on me. If you guys put your two personalities together, you get me.
Kinda. Yeah.
Discuss.
That's crazy.
I don't know enough about you to discuss.
Well, you're
How much
you're,
you know
you're,
about yourself? Look in the mirror.
A
dog.
lot.
Yeah, exactly.
I do a lot of introspective.
You're
shit.
pretty like neurotic, ADHD riddled, and fucked up.
I'm not neurotic. Well,
Oh.
that's a whole other subject. we
Well,
can talk
maybe
for an hour
maybe
about
that's
this.
because
I'm not neurotic
you're-
about.
Well, how are you
Cancels it
not
out.
neurotic? I barely know you, and you seem neurotic.
you kind
I
of
s-
seem neurotic. You
I do seem neurotic.
You
I'm-
seem a little all over the place.
I am all over the
Scatterbrained,
place.
Maybe.
I am scatterbrained. But in terms of neurotic, like somebody could like do the things that typically incite a neurotic person, like a smelling bad or like a rude kind of thing.
And that's where Max comes in, and,
or like
and,
physical
and,
contact. Some people don't like that.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
care about any of that shit. I'm super neurotic about art.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Dude,
Again,
he is
privilege.
both
This is a
of
privilege
us.
thing. Yeah.
You could just do your own podcast.
So you walk
Yeah.
through the Walker, and you're like, "This sucks."
What's the Walker?
The Walker Art Center. You're neurotic about art,
I'll-
or just like this stuff you do.
I mean, for right now, it's comedy, but I could be anything: movies or TV or just like just anything. I'll be one of those people that has a really annoying take about it, really insufferable and annoying.
You a
take.
big art museum guy? Were
Eh,
you growing
medium.
up?
I've been to many museums. I'm not the biggest fan. That scatter plot brain thing happens when you're in a museum where you're like, how long should I look at this thing?
Yeah.
Sure.
And you're like, and then first you're looking at it because you're trying to absorb the composition. You like look at the description, and then you're looking at it because you're a fucking poser.
yeah.
No, I don't. I don't agree with any of that. I
You're
don't
like, I
do
can't-
any of that shit. I walk up to a thing, and immediately I go, "Do I feel anything?" Nope. Walk on to the next one. I don't look through it any more than that.
This is what
it
I
has
do.
to be an immediate thing for me, or it is what it is.
I'll go to an
It's
art
just like a
museum.
thing that's there that I
I'll
don't
go to
really
the
care
first
about.
piece
Be
I
caught.
see. I try to look
Yeah.
at everything. I go to the first piece I see, stare at it, touch it, take a camera, take a picture, and then
and
just
go,
to
"Hey,
the-
we're gonna throw Campbell's soup at this later."
Yeah, yeah. Go to the one directly next to it, touch it, take a picture, and then I just kind of keep doing that.
That's interesting. So you touch all of them.
Yeah, yeah,
So you know the texture.
yeah. I mean,
Oil on
I think
acrylic.
touch is one, way to absorb art.
It's very tactile. Wow.
Yeah.
So you have kind of an intimate relationship with just like a painting on a wall.
Yeah, yeah. I'll like touch it, make sure like my oils get on it and stuff.
Wow.
Then I'm kind of like part of it,
Wow. You're really leaving an imprint on everything you see.
literally.
Incredible.
You really read the plaques next to art?
If I'm looking
I
at
would
it for long,
sometimes if I
15
like
seconds,
'em.
I will like look over and see what materials it was and the description If the description's short enough, it usually is. I'll
And then
read
you
it.
go
Yeah,
in your
yeah,
art
right.
theory group chat, and you're like, "How can we replicate this with the materials we have at
And
access
it's just
to?"
one of
Yes.
fucking Matisse's little pencil drawings, and that's all it is. Just a real shit one of a woman
do you
dancing.
draw at all? Are you an art guy? Paint?
I used to paint as a youngster, and I was a filmmaker for a long time.
Nice.
And so, like, every
Any
frame-
any
every
short
frame
film
thing.
sketches?
You got anything
Yes.
you're proud of?
I have some weird shit. I have some like softcore porn shit that's like well done. I have some like I have a senior thesis that's way weird and incomprehensible. Yeah, I like a couple music videos, a couple commercials. I have a drone shot that I haven't released yet of a bald eagle swimming. And I don't know if
swim?
Yes, that's a little known
Whoa.
fact.
Where'd you get
eagles-
that?
I found it. There's a bald. One time I saw a bald eagle swimming in Lake Superior, and I didn't get the drone out fast enough. And the second time, I'm like, we're launching that drone.
So you saw it twice.
Yes.
Wow.
And first they look like they're dead. They're floating on the top of an ice cold lake in the wintertime.
belly
and
up
then
or belly down?
belly down. And then they just start
Wow.
butterfly swapping.
Wow.
And they're not that good at it, but it's like effective. And
Why
like
do they
some of
do
them
it?
kind of do a breaststroke,
To
and other ones
attract
just
fish?
butterfly.
Or
No, it's
just-
because they're not buoyant enough to get out of the water. They got their wings too wet.
Oh,
So
they're
they
not
can't
technically
launch.
swimming. They're like struggling to leave.
They're barely swimming to survive, and they get up on a rock, and then they live.
Dry off from there.
Yeah, incredible
That's
stuff.
crazy.
Incredible stuff.
Do you like dragonflies?
Yeah, they're very interesting.
I think they're cool.
Yeah, I know you read the thing about how they're like 98% successful.
On their hunts.
Yes, exactly.
Are they?
Yeah.
98%
Yes.
successful on every hunt?
Yes, they're the most successful predator in terms of their attempts because they're
Wow.
only hunting flies, and their brain's connection to their eyes is based on interception rather than tracking something. So they're
Wow.
just insanely good at just nailing.
Oh,
the
so
fly.
they're thinking about the route to get there before. They're not even worried about where it is. They're just going where it's going to be.
Wow.
Yes, exactly.
That's wild.
wild shit.
They'd make good cornerbacks.
Oh hell yeah! They see the pocket, even though they're not.
I also
looking at it.
like how there's like 5 of them on each other and they're all flying around in unison together.
Yeah,
sometimes.
tandem dragon flight.
Yeah.
And they're fucking for a month.
Yeah.
That's sex, right?
I think
That's
it is.
mating,
when they're
right?
like one tail goes by their head and the other tail goes in their mouth or something. I don't know. They're like connected and they're flying.
Yeah,
like
that's how
this.
they have oral
It's pretty
sex to
sick.
reproduce.
Dragonflies are sucking each other off.
You know what fucks me up about those though
Hmm.
is like when you go fishing, like we'll go fishing and you'll be in the middle of a lake, like 15, 16 miles offshore, and there'll just be a fucking dragonfly just sitting there floating around you.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing out here?
Yeah. It's crazy. Like they have the
Interesting.
stamina to get out that far without landing.
Yeah, maybe they're latched onto the boat, or maybe
Perhaps,
they're
yeah.
riding the wind.
Yeah, they're probably riding
Oh,
the wind.
sure. They're just squirrel gliding.
God damn quick.
Sorry.
You're fucking
I
smart as
apologize.
hell. What's in your hand?
The Pendulum, if you guys want to rip it,
Hit the pendulum.
Is that weed or Nick?
pure THC.
Wow. Wow.
You doing a blinker?
Whoa,
Are you doing a blinker?
Whoa, there he goes. There he goes.
First thing he's gonna say when he exhales is the N word.
Privilege.
I'm good.
Nah, I'm okay.
Okay, whoa. This is not the this is
Sam,
not the podcast where you can
we
suddenly
brought you
get
on
high.
here to talk about your weed consumption. You're kind of concerning us right now.
It's true. It's motivating the food, which is motivating the gout.
Which
and
is-
yeah,
Making
Which is
stairs your
ultimately
enemies.
destroying your energy
it's true. It is destroying my energy.
and your mobility.
Yes, ultimately, yes, it is destroying my mobility.
Do you think it's gotten worse or better since you were diagnosed?
Oh, definitely worse. But also, I'm like managing my diet and stuff, so
Sure.
it's gonna get worse at a very slow rate, rather than like me just wondering what's going on
Sure.
while I'm just eating unchecked amounts of bacon and snails.
Bacon's
Snails?
Where are you getting? You're getting escargot.
Again, yeah. When you're of the gentry,
Is
you-
snails
you-
bad for gout?
Snails just grow on trees. Since you're a member of the unwashed masses, you don't exactly have that deep connection to snails.
I fucking hate you. Call me unwashed mass. Fuck
Since you're
you.
a member of the hoi polloi max, you don't exactly.
You guys just have so many cool terms. Shylock, hoi polloi.
Hoi polloi rocks.
Where'd you learn this?
Hoi polloi, again, privilege.
What's
It is
hoi
privilege.
polloi mean?
It's Greek for like the regular people.
Whoa.
Why the
Hoi
fuck
polloi.
are
I
you?
really should not have brought all this energy into the fucking.
No, this is-
basement.
this
No,
is
you.
not-
I'm glad you did.
Yeah. I'm gonna call people.
There
hoi
are Bruce Lee
polloi.
posters in the background. I should not be saying.
That's my
I should not be
cousin's-
quoting Greek.
My cousin's got
philosophers.
2 DUIs. He left those up here.
Nice, dude.
That's Brett's.
Yeah, can we all bitch about each other's family members? Who's the weirdest family member of all the three of us?
My uncle.
Okay, I think I've heard you talk about him on the podcast, but let's hear it one more time.
I mean, so first of all, I don't know that much about my family. I don't know any family drama that goes on. People just say something. They'll be like, "Hey, grandma's coming over. Don't tell her Catherine's pregnant." I'm like, I didn't know Catherine was pregnant. You know, I'm not in on any of the hot scoop, but I do know that my sister told me. She's like, "Do you know our uncle? He married his fourth cousin," and I'm like, I guess that's kind of weird.
It's not that bad.
I think that's the weirdest.
That's
I mean,
the worst?
I mean, maybe my. I
Who
wouldn't say that's
annoys
the
you the
worst.
most?
Oh, who annoys me the most?
We were getting that, James.
God, I just don't talk to my family that much. Maybe my
Really? You don't talk to
sister?
your family enough to get mad at them ever?
Maybe my sister. She's kind of annoying sometimes,
Mm.
but I don't talk to her that much. I don't even see her. I love my parents.
I would say I got an aunt that's kind of annoying. She's a good person, but she gets annoying. She will say shit like, "All that salt's gonna kill you," as she's eating a fucking cookie covered in sugar, and it's like, me sprinkling salt on these unsalted baked potatoes is not going to kill me. It's the other shit that I've
The
been eating.
totality of your decisions.
Yeah,
as a
it's
person.
not the little bit of salt that's going on there,
Yeah,
and she's just annoying with all that shit.
that would fucking.
But
grind
other than
my
that,
gears.
my family's very open about screaming at each other.
Mine too.
Yeah, we're very much you just scream at each other and then you're done with it and then it's just fine the next day.
Absolutely, that's a lot of families, and it's mine too.
I think that's the best way to be. Because I
Yeah.
hear people talk about their family getting in an argument 10 years ago and now their brothers don't talk. It's like, that's insane to me.
crazy.
That's like a crazy
Absolutely.
way
my
to live.
family lives by this rule: never go to bed angry. You always resolve things, then you can sleep.
Smart.
Resolving things for us is normally just screaming. It's
Yeah.
not actually
And it's not
resolving.
resolved.
Screaming,
Yeah.
maybe someone gets hit, maybe someone gets thrown, but nobody goes to bed angry.
Yeah, dude.
Was there
That's
like
exactly like my family. I don't know if we're necessarily going to bed too angry, but there's a lot of burning hot. Everyone's burning hot,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
and the tension compounds because we're all around our family members.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. So
Wow.
yeah, so it gets intense. And I keep talking about how privileged my family is. I think probably the easiest form of comedy my family could generate is seeing us just pull up. If you've never seen us before, it's we're pulling up in the BMW X3, which is a
course.
nice car, but it's not that nice.
The X4 is a lot better.
Yeah, X4 much nicer. And we get out of the X3. It's the ugly BMW SUV. The other BMW SUVs are really nice. That
Yeah,
one's kind of
sure.
shitty and small, and it looks like a boot. But we get out of that car, and my family members are all dressed in clothing that's even nicer than the X3, and they have suits on. and they're
Which
type
isn't
A
hard
people.
because it's the shittiest.
It's just
yeah,
an
yeah.
X3, right? So they get out of the X3, they're wearing nice clothes, and then you see me get out of the car, and I'm schlubby, and I'm disheveled. I'm the youngest one. And then you're looking at my family members, they're walking up to you, and you can hear the clopping of their leather shoes. And then they just start fighting so Jewy. And it's like, Steven, what are you talking about? Anna, what the fuck? And my sister's getting involved, and they have those East Coast Long Island voices. And you look over at me, and I don't have the voice, and I'm not arguing with them as hard, but I'm even crazier
Yeah,
than they
you got
are.
barbecue stains on your shirt.
I got
You're
little-
limping from the gout.
Wait, point to it.
Not now. I'm just saying when you pull out of that
Yeah, exactly.
X3.
Yeah. When I get out of the X3, my hair is like this. So,
Yeah.
and their hair is nice to convey that my life is in the most disorder. But we're all arguing, and you thought my family had this mystique of being New York society people, but that's completely an illusion. Where it's an argument, no 24/7 argument, and those who know us know that, and they love us for it actually.
Wow, it's kind of what you're known for.
Yes, and I've tried to bring it up in my comedy, but it's hard to even get to.
Yeah.
Just the exposition.
Sure.
Takes a while.
You'll figure it out.
I have a bit.
How many
about it.
siblings do you have?
One. She's older. I have 3 older siblings in my immediate family, so that's why I'm so argumentative. They're lawyers. They're New York Jews. They're very intense. My sister's a banker. They're all type A, and when they come at you, it's hard. So the only thing that I ever had as a younger sibling is to just go even fucking harder.
Yeah,
than
yeah,
them
oh, yeah.
and
Yeah.
fuck them right back. And I love them. They gave me everything in life, but they also gave me this cantankerous personality that I have.
Sure.
This widespread insecurity. There you go. All right, next person.
No, you
What are
think
we
he's
at
something?
time wise?
I don't know. Hour maybe. Yeah. I have 4 sisters. I'm the middle, and we grew up poor to start, so we were on food stamps. My aunt died. We adopted 3 of her daughters. So overnight, it went from me and my sister blood sister to the 4 of us in a 2-bedroom house with 5 of us with my 2 parents. So I was sharing a bed with my sister in a fucking futon, and they were always getting shit, and I was not. I was seemingly being neglected because I was just there, and they were getting all the attention now because their mom just died. And there was just fucking, I just was angry about it. So then I was always kind of mean to them, right? But they were pretty good at being mean back or getting me in trouble, not even being mean, just like very good snitches. They're very good at snitching. And then we just bicker all the time and fight all the time. I remember one time I stole a piece of toast from one of my sisters, and she threw a butter knife at my chest. And then me and her got into it to the point where the neighbor came over and separated us fighting. So we're a more physical family.
Okay.
And this is going nowhere. But we're doing, it was
It's not going nowhere.
It's
going where it needs to be.
shut up, James.
I'm an intellectual.
Damn, you pissed me off. So it was like I think we fought a lot because of jealousy, and now none of us really give a fuck. And I think I would be. I think every one of my sisters has just traded off being the fuck up in the family. I think all of my sisters have been like married and divorced, and like just picking real shitty dudes. Like they're very good at picking shitty dudes. Like one sister was a green card marriage at one point, and it was so clearly obvious.
With fully green point. Oh, okay. Fully green card. Okay, talk to me about this.
His name was Malenga. He was
English?
no, Zambia.
Does he speak English?
Yes.
Okay.
Poorly.
Okay.
He had an accent. Well, he spoke it better than me, but his accent was annoying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They used the proper words. And he was a soccer coach, so he had no real way to get a fucking visa in the country, I'm pretty sure.
How long did they date?
They dated for like 4 years.
Wow.
And
Long
then they got
game.
married and then divorced like within 3 months or something crazy.
Did he keep the green card?
Malenga, you said his name was?
Malenga.
Malenga. And he's from Zambia.
Yeah.
Okay. Was he a nice guy?
I liked him. Good
Like-
enough.
Okay. Was he, you're the brother, you're a family member. Was he forthcoming about his interests and why he was there in terms of his relationship with his
No,
sister?
not that I remember. No, not
That's a
that.
demerit. If you're
Yeah,
there for
I'm
the
sure
green
my
card,
sister would have a
you
lot
better
of
look at
different
someone's
things to
sex.
say about him, but I don't know him like that. You know what I mean? Every time I'd see him at family, stuff, yeah, good dude, comes, hangs out.
Yeah, that's some
Nice.
Midwestern shit, bro.
Yeah,
Anywhere else in the world, it's like, hey, why don't you come to the fore and you have to explain right now. We could tell you're just here for the green card. You have to talk to us about that, and you could still pass the test. But like, you got to look us in the eye, and it's on your time, but you better say it eventually. Like that's the energy. I feel like everyone.
That's
else
the
is on.
energy they would have with your family. Your family would have with them.
I feel like a lot of families would do that,
Oh.
especially if you're an old school family, a traditional family. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe you're from.
you respect the old school values.
Yeah, exactly. And that confrontation doesn't need to be on a certain timetable, but it's like that you must understand that it's
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah,
And you get to say when it happens. You get to give a little presentation, if you will.
of course.
And you
I
can do
think
it.
all that shit's so unnecessary. I don't. Yeah, I don't give a fuck what anyone does. That's where I'm at. It's like, yeah, do whatever you want, and if I feel like you're taking advantage of me, fuck off. That's where I am as a person.
You know, and actually now you're bringing a lot of logic to it. Why even speak up?
I don't
when
think
you could just
I
let
don't.
it come to pass. Good point.
I mean, it's
Both
not even
ways
let it come to pass.
efficient.
I can make it end too. If I feel any type of way, just end it.
Okay.
Does that not make sense?
Uh huh. Well, if you feel anyway, what do you mean by that?
Like if I were someone trying to get in a green card marriage with me, it would be on me to say something, or I could just be like, "Yeah, I can tell I'm getting taken advantage of. I'm done with this." I don't have to
Oh.
have a conversation if I feel like I'm being taken advantage of.
Got you.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So just there are certain things that should be left unsaid, and just cut it off early.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah,
you.
I mean, I feel if you're just taking advantage, that's why do I gotta have this conversation with you? You're taking advantage of me. You don't respect me enough.
Mhm.
Go fuck yourself. See ya.
Yeah.
This, you don't like that? You don't like just cutting people off on the dot? You rather have the conversation?
Oh no. I mean, if it's family, you're gonna be like, oh, this is family, so we're gonna not just rush it under the covers right at the beginning. Like you want to be in the family, talk about it for a second, and if you have anything worthy to say, we'll leave you alone for
No,
years.
I don't even think it was. It wasn't really like that for us. I mean, we would see them. They dated forever, and then
Okay, that's a good sign.
They dated for like 4 years. You know what I mean?
So it wasn't that much of a green card marriage.
I think it was a long play. I think it was a long play because it was literally 3 months after it was done.
Okay.
Like they were living together for like 2 years before, or a
Okay.
year before. It wasn't just like a year love bombing marriage.
So he didn't have to go
I
back.
left this here several episodes ago. Do you think it's still good?
I don't care.
Yes.
Okay.
Looks good. It's an Aquafina bottle.
Oh yeah, I guess it's not really like
Pepsi's
sunlight.
very own H2O.
Right.
James will be consuming it.
Crack it open.
Incredible stuff. So he didn't have to go back to Zambia after
No,
the
no,
marriage
no,
broke
he's
up.
here.
Is that how the rules work?
I mean, he's here. He's got one.
They still talk.
He did graduate college here too, so I think it was like he went to college here, graduated here, got married here. So I think he had 2 of the boxes checked, and then you just get it. I don't know how
Aquafina's
the fuck it
Pepsi?
works, or you just come up
Yes.
through Mexico.
He just took a bigger slug since
What's
he heard this
what's
information.
Coke's water?
Dasani, right?
Oh, interesting.
Is that right? I think I'm right about that.
Wow. It's
Indeed.
still like fresh.
Good. Good. Proud of you. Can I have my water?
What's going
Thank
on,
you.
you guys? This is
Banana hat.
It fell off.
I know.
All right, how do we want to end this? Do we end?
I want to
this?
hear about your family because that was fucking intimate as shit.
Well, my dad worked and traveled a lot when I was a child, and my mom was a teacher for disabled kids and kids with autism for a long time. Stopped being a teacher to raise me, my brother, and my sister. I have a brother 4 years younger than me and a sister 2 years younger than me. My sister and brother got along. Me and my brother got along. Me and my sister never really got along that well. Now we just kind of don't talk to each other. My
The
dad.
very thing you were describing.
Yeah.
Reflections of that in this story.
Dad, businessman, always in a suit. Got home. Where's my hug? Where are my kids? If no one answered him, he'd start yelling. And good
That's
man.
kinda nice.
Good friend. He's my dad. I love him.
He
We're-
needs that
we're
love
cool
right through the
now.
door. I respect that.
Yeah, and me and my parents have a great relationship. My mom always been there for me. Dad was there when he could be.
Wow. I had the exact opposite. So you're positive with the older generation and the elders,
No.
and it's not as positive with your current generation.
I mean, me and my brother are tight. We're pretty close. Sister and I don't talk that much though. I mean, we're civil
Why?
and we're fine and cool.
Why don't you?
I don't know. I think there's just a lot of turmoil. My sister has a lot of resentment towards me and my brother because we both were all fucked up, and thinks my parents spent a lot of attention on us, which they need, like taking us to therapy and hospitals and doctors and psychiatrist appointments and therapy appointments. My sister feels like she kind of missed out on her parents in her childhood, which I understand.
legit.
They did spend a lot of time with us, but it wasn't like we were having a good time. We weren't like watching movies. They were just like taking me to a hospital.
Got you.
So, 2 sides of the story. And
But you're better off for it. So it's like she made a sacrifice to have a more resilient sibling.
yeah,
What more noble thing could you do, even if
exactly.
passively?
My sister was good on her
Yeah,
own.
that's
a badge of honor
exactly
for
what
her.
you're thinking about at 13.
Yeah,
Is
Yeah.
I'm making my siblings stronger.
yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Mine was fucking cunt getting new figure skates, and I've had the same hockey pads for the last 3 fucking years.
Right.
The fuck
got
is
you.
this?
Got you. Yeah, I had echoes of that, but then also I was the younger sibling, so I got the cell phone much younger than my older sister did, and she was like, "You spoiled strawberry, you got that cell phone early, got that Nokia blue brick."
You got a blue brick to start? I think my first was a Razor flip. The Razor.
Me
That's
too.
kinda fresh.
Silver.
I wanted the Nokia because of Snake.
Yeah, oh yeah, I had
Everyone
Snake.
was playing Snake, and then the Razor didn't have shit.
Yeah, I had
And
that
that
razor
buddy-
for years, and then I
Dude.
flipped it open one day because I always would fucking flip that shit open, and then one day it just snapped.
The BlackBerry Brick Breaker.
That's
on
what my dad
BlackBerry,
had.
One of the best cell phone games. Of
My
all
dad
time.
had that
legendary stuff.
with the Pearl BlackBerry
little pearl thing. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
the
My
black
dad
and
always
pearl.
had the nicest, newest phone because of work. He'd
Nice.
always get like a brand new whatever car, whatever was the newest high tech best phone. He would get that.
Yeah, my
He
dad
always
had
had
one
like
of
top
those.
technology phone.
Yeah, my
He
dad
loved
was
the
awful.
BlackBerry.
Yeah, I bet. My dad was an audiophile,
Mm.
so he would do the
He's
same
got a
thing. with the sound, yeah.
Macintosh amplifier and shit like
Yeah.
that. Or how?
No,
how
he had
heavy
like
of
the
a-
speakers with the speakers down here, and then there's like a treble deflector that like goes super high.
Damn.
And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, there's 2 of them, and they kind of look like towers, and it was there my entire youth. Now that I'm thinking about it, that image is
And-
undeniable.
until you stood out the window and said one of them's
yeah,
burning.
but one of them was burning us. But
then
they
you're
weren't
dead.
adjacent. They need to be at different parts of the room, so it didn't quite have that graphic match, if you know what I'm saying.
Sure.
But yeah, those speakers were intense, and like if you went near, it's like don't go near the speakers.
Wow.
Was he records, CDs, cassettes, all of it?
He's albums and CDs, and he uploaded the CDs to like Runes or whatever now. And then he's like, he needs like the remote that controls the TV and the Runes, and that's like his holy grail of technology. And I could tell like it's a task that will never be completed. Having the universal remote, your dad's universal remote. He's never going to get all those things. The lights are never going to be there. Alexa's never going to be able to control the TV.
Yeah.
There's not going to be perfect harmony.
Yeah. The surround
And the
sound
iPhone-
speakers are
I
always
feel
going
like
to be a
an
little
iPhone can get
finicky.
you as close as you can to a universal remote.
Yeah, but then you lose it. But the remote's the remote. It's like a dedicated device for controlling the other devices.
I lose my remote more than I lose my cell phone.
True.
Here's an idea. Universal remote on a iPhone case. Phone, flip it over, remote.
That's intense. That's the multitasker that we wanted.
James, you're the smartest person we've ever had on this podcast. Thank you for coming and joining me and Sam 14
Thank
for
you
our
very
first
much.
inaugural
yeah,
podcast.
yeah,
Thank you very much.
We've
This is
done
really
the bit
good.
before.
Yes, thank you very much.
Sam,
Alexa
what are we
and
calling
Shake.
this?
Sam, thanks for being on the podcast.
I don't even know.
No,
man.
thank him for being
Senators
on
of Truth.
Senators of Truth. The
Yeah.
smell of 9/11.
The smell
Okay.
of 9/11.
Max
Thank you very much.
Chapman and Sam 14, host James Stanley.
Thank you very much. This was fun.
So, like, I'm the host? Okay, cool. Bye.
Fuck yeah.